Hi everyone, this is a twin flame sacred partner check-in to see what is going on in the collective right now. Okay, so shuffling then, and this card just flew out, and this is the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm getting the word patience. I feel like we're all sick of hearing, we need to be patient, but we do. And I just feel like right now patience is required because there's so much going on behind the scenes, and we really need to just trust in Spirit's plan. Also, I feel like the masculines are really watching over this connection right now. So the masculines are becoming more aware, realizing what they want with their feminine, and I feel like they're actually the one who's kind of nurturing this connection right now. Because the feminines are kind of focused on themselves. These feminines have been very honest with their feelings, communicated clearly with their masculine, and as a result, she's now taken a bit of a step back to focus on herself. But even if you've had no response from your masculine, he's thinking about what you've said. He's thinking about those words that have been said to him. And it's got him really, really thinking long and hard about this connection and about taking action. But feminines, you need to be patient whilst your masculine really kind of like ponders over what you said. I don't think I've ever said the word ponder before. That's a weird one. I love the way Spirit just kind of like channels messages to me. So these masculines are pondering. Page of Wands. Yeah, this is the masculines not taking action, not communicating, but very much waiting for the right moment to communicate. This is the masculines gathering their thoughts, thinking about what they can do and say, the action they want to take towards their feminine. But these masculines, I'm getting, know full well that their feminine is their divine partner, that their feminine is the one for them. It's just planning and preparation. Two kings just flew out. So the King of Swords is a perfect match for the Queen of Swords here. So these masculines are not only going to be communicating clearly, but this is when they're going to be very, very stable and grounded. So the Seven of Pentacles is the masculines currently thinking a lot about the connection, planning what they want to communicate with. And here we have them reaching a place where they are secure. They're ready to harvest these pentacles and make like a really solid offer to their feminine. For some of you, your masculine has a block for him has been focusing or getting his career and finances in order. So I feel like he's actually going to be in a very good place financially, very stable and secure when he returns. A businessman of kinds. For some of you, this is like an international businessman. It's a real like jet setter, like someone who very, very successful. Death. So what has been blocking this connection in the past is just that you two weren't ready. And the Death card is about rebirth. So this is very much for a group who have been in a relationship and that's fallen apart, that's fallen away. And we're now going through the rebirth. That old relationship has died a death and you're about to see a rebirth of a new connection. This Chariot card keeps coming up, and that tells me that things are happening in Cancer season. So I think you're going to see someone kind of like rising from the dead. So your counterpart returning to you maybe, or just going through an awakening, completing an awakening. Some kind of like level up that is happening in July. Feminines, you need to focus on yourselves, really focus on your own healing, becoming so like sexy and successful and abundant. Focus on yourself, like truly making sure that you're comfortable in your own skin, you're happy, and then the rest it'll just come together with very little effort on your part, and by little effort I mean little effort into the connection. It's like this will come together perfectly. You just need to focus on yourself. You have nothing to worry about here because the Judgment card is telling me that, this is written in the stars. This is divinely guided and supported and will be brought together at exactly the right time. This also goes very well with the Death card. This rebirth, this connection rising from the dead. Well, look here, they are literally rising from their coffins, rising from the dead. Wish fulfillment. Your wishes will be fulfilled. But first of all, these masculines need to make choices and decisions, which is why they are currently pondering. I'm going to use that word throughout the rest of this reading now because I absolutely love it. Which is why they're now currently thinking about this connection, about what they can do to get things moving. Patience is definitely required right now. It's happening quickly. The Eight of Wands, this is communication coming in. I feel your counterpart is going to communicate with you and tell you how they feel, and this is going to be once they've completed their spiritual awakening. So once they've completed their awakening, they're going to tell you how they feel, what they've been through. I think it's really important you understand what they've been through. It's like that's what they want to get across. It's like this has not been easy, this has been hard, this has been like gruesome and just so unpleasant, but you know, they have done this and you have done this so that you two can be together. It's not been in vain. Right, let's just see the masculine's current energy. So we'll check in with the masculines first and then the feminines. Masculine's current energy, Ace of Pentacles. So these masculines are wanting to give a very stable offer, something very, very long term. This will be successful. Yeah, these masculines are wanting a completely new, fresh beginning with their feminine, and they're nearly ready. Feminine's current energy, let's see what you've got. Four of Wands. I love these cards. I feel like the collective's in a great place right now. So masculine's current energy is this Ace of Pentacles, this solid, secure, stable, new beginning, which is going to be a success. And it's going to be a success because I'm being told here that these masculines are determined to make this work now. It's like they've been apart from you and they cannot stand to be apart from you anymore. So they're going to make it work. Come hell or high water, this relationship is now going to work. They're going to, rather than run away from the connection, if there's any issues coming up, they're going to stay and they're going to work it out. You don't have to worry about them running again. Feminines, your current energy, Four of Wands, twin flame, union card, marriage, commitment, celebrations. What a beautiful energy to be in, feminines. Let's see what guidance the masculines have. Okay, two cards flew out. I'm going to take them both. Guidance of the masculines is the World and the Queen of Pentacles. So these masculines are actually being guided to really tune into their feminine energies, to sit with their emotions and really think and feel. It just feels like these feminines need to feel. These masculines need to feel. They need to feel the way their feminines have felt recently. You know, go through those emotions. Also, their current energy is the Ace of Pentacles. Their guidance, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So they're being guided to give this solid, stable new beginning to their feminine, to actually hand it to her and, you know, make this offer. Don't just think about it, you know, go and actually do it. Because the World card here, you know, things have come to a completion. The old cycle between you both, it has been completed. You know, maybe even just tying up loose ends if it's not quite finished, but it's so close to finishing this cycle and moving towards the next cycle for you both. So yeah, that's why they're being guided to actually give their feminine this pentacle, you know, give her the solid, stable new beginning. Feminines, let's see what guidance you've got right now. Temperance. Oh, I'm sorry guys, it's another patience card. Temperance is about having patience whilst things are balanced out. There's more going on behind the scenes, but you know, the ten of Cups here on the bottom is telling me that you will have your union. You know, we've got two rainbows here. You will have your union, but it is going to require a little bit more patience while this is brought together, whilst these masculines work out how they actually give this offer. And what can we expect from the masculines? Page of Swords. So we've got communication coming in. Communication, clarity, and just cutting through the bullshit. Cutting through the bullshit. And as I say that, so many cards have just flipped over. So we've got, these came out like that, and the Hermit came out. So the Hermit is about a spiritual awakening these masculines have been in. They have been in a time of really going within, finding themselves, ascending, awakening. And I feel like this is isolation as well. So these masculines have been in isolation, and we're going to see them coming out of isolation because they'll be returning. They'll be returning and taking action towards wish fulfillment. It's like they just haven't taken action in the past because it just wasn't the right time. They still had healing to do. There were still things which had to be completed, but they're getting ready now. They are getting ready, and you're going to see communication improving. Feminines, what can you expect to see? The Sun. This is your masculine returning to you. It's also much better and brighter days coming your way. I'm really drawn to the sunflowers here, and the sunflowers have been such an important sign in my connection. You know, just that you're giving me faith, keeping me optimistic. You know, it's just been a sign to kind of keep going. Feminines, I think you should definitely spend time with friends. This summer is going to be about spending time with your friends, and this connection is going to move forwards, and it is going to require patience. But it's like, you know, don't just wait at home for your counterpart to be ready. You know, go out, spend time with friends, spend time with family, do what you feel like you need to do just to kind of keep yourself sane. You know, I just really don't want you sat at home just waiting and not kind of like doing things which are going to be fun for you. Like if your counterpart's not quite ready yet because there's still work to do, then it also means you still have work to do. So do think about where you can still heal. But yeah, go out and have fun. You know, do things with your friends, do things with family. Don't stay at home just waiting. Okay, we're going to see what messages Archangel Michael has. New beginnings and a fresh start. So the message on this card is, thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. So we do have a new beginning coming here, and that really confirms this masculine's current energy right now. So their current energy is all about new beginnings and this fresh start. And this is what I mean by like fresh start. It's like really forgetting about the past, and they want to make it work. This has to work now, you know. I'm getting such an energy of these masculines. It's like just determination, like they are determined to make it work. It will succeed this time round, which is why it's a fresh start. 'Cause it's like none of the old can come into this relationship. So if you're still holding on to the past, then you need to really heal that and release it, because until that past has really been moved away from and really been like forgotten and worked through, you know, you're not going to have a fresh start. That's still going to be that lingering energy of what happened in the past, and it just can't come into union. Guarded and protected. So you are both protected here. This message says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. So I also get the message here, you need to let your guard down a little bit. Don't close yourself off. If you're healing, it's really easy when we're healing to try and like close ourselves off from other people and just spend time in isolation. But you'll find that actually spending time with family and friends is going to help you heal kind of like quicker, and it's going to be a bit more comfortable. Last Archangel Michael message is, God is in charge. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. But God is in charge. The universe is in charge of this union. You don't need to force it. You don't need to push it. It's going to come together. So this is why it's safe for you to surrender and let go, because there is a higher power who is watching over this connection and bringing you and your counterpart together. You know, whatever is meant for you will not miss you. You will have this union. You will have the right person to spend the rest of your life with. So, you know, that's why it's safe for us to surrender and really detach. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. The person you're thinking about is the person you are going to be with. You know, it's the person who is thinking of this stable beginning, this solid offer they are going to give to you, and they are going to give it to you. They're being guided to give it to you, and you're going to see them returning. You're going to see them communicating with you and being honest. retreat. So it's a time to disconnect from the world. So you and your counterpart might be planning a holiday, or you might just be spending time in nature. This is the need to stay grounded because there are things happening behind the scenes, and I think it's going to move into the 3D really soon. You know, this eclipse season we're about to enter, starting on the 2nd of July, I really think there's going to be some really, really big shifts. Make the effort. So great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So yeah, even though this journey is not the prettiest of journeys, it is kind of like hard and tiring, and there's a lot of work we have to put into the connection. It's like, just know that, you know, it's worth the effort. Everything you've been through, you know, you're going to experience the most wonderful of relationships, and it is worth all of this. Okay, messages now from the feminine to the masculine. Okay, we have, I can't wait to start a family with you. So feminines are really kind of like rushing to that finish line. Yeah, I am making plans for us. Wow, these feminines are feeling their masculines getting closer, and they are planning ahead. I'm still not ready. I'm not ready. I'm still working on things. Our love is eternal and can endure anything. So these feminines do still have some work to do. I think it's so easy for us to be like, okay, we're ready, our counterpart's not. Like, how annoying that we've got to wait for them. And sometimes actually, you know, we aren't as ready as we think we are. There's so many times where I'm like, I felt really ready for union. And then realistically, when I thought about it, you know, I wasn't ready. I still had healing to do, still had work to do for myself. Some like codependency that still needed to be healed. So feminines, if you're watching this, rather than projecting onto your masculine and being like, why aren't they ready to take action, think about what it is in you that still needs healing. Okay, masculines to their feminines. You are the reason for my happiness right now. The best is yet to come. I'll be with you soon, I promise. And one final message. I'm sorry for hurting you. I hope you can forgive me. Wow, so these are pretty powerful messages coming through for both of you as well, and also some important guidance from Spirit about the feminines. You know, work out what still needs healing for you. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. That was just kind of like a quick check-in. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can book on my website. The link is below in the description box. You can also buy my message deck there, which is 90 messages from your counterpart. And I also run a psychic awareness course, the next one starting with availability on the 30th of September. So do book that if you want to kind of do the level 1 psychic awareness course, where you'll kind of like learn how to connect with your guides and start your psychic journey. I'm really excited about doing that as well. So there's only 12 spaces in each group. I think there's a couple left for the September one, and that's probably the last one I'll be doing for 2019. So I would recommend booking your place as soon as possible to make sure you don't miss out. Otherwise, I think the next one will be kind of like early 2020. Okay, sending you lots of love and light. I hope you have a wonderful week.